Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, lo-fi musician and producer, Blue Sirens. And this is where I hang out on the internet and talk about anything related to music. It can be anime, comic books, gear, whatever it is, you can find it here. And today, I want to talk to you about fan projects. Now before I dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, what's a fan project, and how can we do it in music? Well, I think a really good example of a recent fan project is the Into the Spider-Verse Lego movie trailer. This was a couple years ago. 14-year-old by the name of Preston Mutanga made the entire Spider-Verse Into the Spider-Verse trailer with Legos. And it's pretty well done. The audio, of course, is lined up from the original trailer, and every scene is pretty much shot by shot exactly the same, just with Lego characters. And this is no small feat because it takes time and animation skills to have your Legos replicate what happens in that trailer. And it was done so well that they said, "You want a job?" They literally didn't know it was a 14-year-old. They just thought, this is really well done. Let's get this person in and have them do part of the movie. And what do you know? There's a scene in Across the Spider-Verse where there is a Lego Spider-Man talking to Spider-Man 2099, and it's the scene that this 14-year-old animated. And he just did this because he thought this would be a fun thing to do. Loves Legos, loves Spider-Man, and he already has a job on his resume at 14-year-old for working for a major film company, and just thought this was a fun thing to do. So how can you do this for music? Well, there's a way you can do it, and you can literally do it for anything you want to do. But one thing that I came across that I thought was a really unique and fun way to do it was for a comic book called Strayed. Now, this comic book is about a cat that has telepathic abilities that is sent out to explore space and try and find a new homeworld for humans that are on a ship. And there's some things that the manager of this cat isn't told by their bosses, and leads to a whole bunch of potential wars. And it's a crazy novel. It's only about 4 or 5 issues long, but it's good. But the fun thing about it that really caught my interest is at the very end of each issue, there is a page letting you know that the writer for this made an accompanying EP. So there's music that was made to go along with this comic book, and you can find it on Bandcamp. I'll put a link for it here below. So I thought that was really cool, and even though this person is the person that wrote the comic book, I still think this is a good opportunity for musicians or artists to collaborate. But also, you don't even have to know who the artist or who the people are that made the comic book. You can just say, I really like this comic book and I was inspired by it, and I'm going to make some music to accompany it. And then make it, release it, reach out to the people that wrote the book and say, hey, this impacted me in X, Y, and Z ways, and I just wanted to share what I made from that book. And there you go. If there's a comic book or anything else out there that's inspired you, this is a good opportunity to say, oh, I can make some music to go along with that. I mean, there's people that made their own versions of Sonic the video game that have been tapped to make an official Sonic the video game. No one's really going to know how great your stuff is unless you make it. And if you have an idea for something, whether it's music, art, video games, whatever it is, just make it, because if it's good enough and people love it enough, they'll say, let's just get that guy to do this because he's great, people are loving their stuff, let's have him come work for us. And you get paid to do what you were doing before for free. But you just gotta start to do it. Even if you don't get these major opportunities, because I know getting contacted by Sony or another major company to come work for them based on what you've been doing as a passion project is 1 in 10 million. Even if you don't get contacted like that, even if you don't get the opportunity, you're still going to grow, you're still going to learn, and you're creating something for the community where people are going to be able to connect with your music or your art and say, whoa, that's really cool that you did X, Y, and Z for Sonic or for a comic book or whatever it is, because whatever you're making that you're inspired by, there's people that are fans of those things that may become your fans as well. So you're going to be moving forward with your career no matter what. And if it's something that you really like, that you're really inspired by, you're definitely going to feel the passion for it in the project, and you're going to want to make something that's great and reflective, that lives up to the art that is already existing, that you like and that you love. So I don't really see a downside in creating a fan project that's inspired by something else that's out there. Now, I can see where you might say, well, it's going to take up a lot of time and there's no guarantee on return on investment, but that's literally everything with art. So if you feel inspired enough by something to create something, then do it and share it with the world. And if it happens to tie back to a franchise or a comic book or something like that that has inspired you, then like I said, you've already got an audience built in that will probably like it. You just got to push it out there, market it, and connect with those people. But what do you guys think? Do you think a fan-made project like this is worth your time? Has there been something out there that's inspired you enough to make you create something brand new and want to share with people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.